Hey y'all, long time, long see again. I just wanted to quickly share a little bit of what I've been up to while I've been missing in action for the last almost 2 weeks. Alright, first thing first, I'm just going to share the side garden since I haven't done anything on the patio garden, and I actually need to do a lot of things over there. But anyway, first thing over here, I did add this raised bed that is empty for now. I was kind of debating whether or not I would keep it, but I'm back to thinking that I will. I keep going back and forth. I don't have any soil right now, so well, I do have my black Kaale. I was thinking of doing a mixture for that, but I'm holding off on that. For now, it's just an empty raised bed that I can move or just not use if I choose. But if I do use it, it's likely going to go there. Alright, so all this stuff is still here. I am going to start removing like the tomatoes. They're not doing well anyway. There are still flowers on there, but it hasn't produced much this entire year since I got it. This one I bought as a start. But we're also at our final few days of being in the 80s for the rest of this year. After I think Thursday or Friday we'll be in the 60s and 50s for the rest of the year. So I think I'll go ahead and get rid of the tomatoes. Whoops. Now I do still have the eggplant also, and those eggplants that I had shared in the short, they're much bigger, but I don't think they're ready yet. But there are a lot of them, so I'm just trying to give it a little more time before this will be my final harvest for the eggplant, because then I will remove the plant. Same with the cayennes, I'm gonna harvest these and get rid of this plant. Then the marigolds, I will keep those in all of them until they, assuming if they don't make it through the frost. Maybe they will, I'm not sure. The same with the okra. A big elephant in the room is my greenhouse cover, which I put on there. Well, I got some help putting it on there this weekend. I think Friday, actually. So yeah, that is in preparation for the cooler weather. Alright, so there was a volunteer tomato in there, but it died. It was alive on Friday, but maybe we damaged it or something, I don't know, but I'll go ahead and remove that and take that container off from over here. I do have all the peppers here in the random bed, and this is going to be the new pepper bed since it's under the greenhouse. So I'm going to plan to have my peppers in here, or my summer heat-loving crops in here, to see how long they last in the greenhouse through the cooler months, through the cooler temperatures. Alright, and I do need to harvest a lot of this stuff over here. I saw some big bell peppers. There's one, plus all of these. I think these are cayennes. And even some red jalapenos. So yeah, I need to harvest a lot. And there's something eating on my peppers. Alright, out here at the intro, I forgot to mention, I do have my bunching onions in here, and there are a little bit sprouting up. So hopefully that does well out here outside the greenhouse in the cooler temps. Also have the oregano over here coming up well. This is the scarlet kale, which is hanging in there, as well as this was shard. Chamomile is doing pretty well, and also my sugar snap peas. In the middle here I have some garlic chives and the other peas that keep leaning or falling over. I have to find a better trellis, or just just stake it. I have some little stakes I'll use. I have the basil. I don't know what these black spots are on the basil. But it's on several of the plants, so. Rosemary's still empty. Oh yeah, my other new addition, another raised bed. And I'll just go here first. So I put my collards, kohlrabi, and some Swiss chard in here. I also have the basil in these 2 small containers. Alright, and back to the greenhouse over here on this side. I need to fix the stuff down here, but let's see. So in the old melon bed, I put these warm temperature crops, and we'll just have to wait to see if they make it. So I put my tomato suckers down there, 2 of them. Those are eggplants over there. And then down here are some cucumbers. And of course the volunteer tomato that I need to harvest. Those tomatoes, really I need to go ahead and do that tonight, even though it's already getting dark. Since of course with daylight savings, with the time changing, it's darker earlier. I need to go ahead and pick those tomatoes. My potatoes, the tops are dying, the bottom part is still green, so I'm not sure if it's time to go ahead and harvest these potatoes or not. I'm not sure if the entire plant is supposed to die, or when it starts wilting is the time. I moved my blueberries into larger containers, the 17-gallon laundry coats. So that's one of them, the other one is over there. Get closer to it. Whoops. So that's the other blueberry. Then this is the stuff in the old flower bed, including the tomato suckers in the front, still doing well. That flower would look like I need to go ahead and remove it. There's a jalapeno there. A spaghetti squash right here in the middle. Pretty large kale. I could probably harvest from that. There's my carrot right there. I think this is cilantro. Yeah, the cilantro. That little one is a weed, so take that out. And as a weed is anything we didn't grow and don't want. All right. Which this morning glory is also a weed, and it looks like it went to seed. So I'm thinking I need to go ahead and remove this, or maybe it's still might as well just let it die out, and then it'll shrink and be easier to remove. All right, anyway, this is getting long. Here's the other side of my new bed. I don't know what to call this. So this is the one, the round one that I did fill in. It's taking up my dog's grass, but they'll get over it. I think they still have enough grass. All right, it's almost about to be dark out here. Oh, I almost forgot. Then there's this one, and I need to go ahead and put these okras in here. I'm just trying to put them in the ground somewhere. Have some parsley there. And there was something else I was going to put in there. Oh, this. There's some chamomile in there. I'm going to put that in there too. And I think that's it for now. So I have my lemon tree and all my other, so junky over there, I'm not going to show that. Or I still have this. I'm going to try to hurry up and remove. Well, I want to wait for these to finish. They're supposed to turn a bright orange when they're ready. There are some other ones here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wait for all of these to turn. Maybe I'll just see how they do when it gets cold. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna remove this first container and also the last container with the ground cherries because it has ants in there. So anyway, just wanted to share, just wanted to touch bases and show a little bit of what's going on in the garden. The lights are already coming on, at least some of them, or my motion detector light, but most of them aren't on yet. But yeah, but I got my greenhouse up, and so I got my greenhouse cover on, I mean, and so when it gets cooler at the end of this week, which is going to be in the 60s and 50s for the rest of the year, of course at nighttime it's going to drop below, it could potentially drop below freezing at least a few times. But so I just want to be ready for that. All right, I think that's all I want to share for now. All right, thanks for watching, y'all.